Hey guys, Insomnia here with some more AFK Arena 32-33. We are way behind on the campaign and we need to make some progression on the main account. So we're going to go ahead and try to push through 32 at this point. Of course, running the lockout team, absolutely phenomenal team as it continues to dominate. The Talene Rowan combination, Super Cycle, of course, with the Z's, then the energy regeneration he provides, the twins, and of course, Mihiro, which is the crowd control. It makes these stages look very easy. It does come with a kind of an RNG factor here, but you are really relying on Talene. As you can see there, 54 million damage, 54 million healing in total. Very reliant on Talene. Here we do have her maxed out with a plus 30 signature item, not a plus 40 at this point, and we also do have her furniture completely maxed out. So if she does die, she does damage and she does the a little bit of the life leech effect or the healing when she is dead, allowing her to actually essentially live a little bit longer. All right, so pushing through that stage as well, 32, 34. Again, that is the reason you build Talene. She is such a powerful hero, as you can see. Final single stage, and then we'll get into the 3 battle stages. Remember, right now we have 3. The next we're going to be fighting is 4 team comps, but right now we're at 3. We have about 2 chapters to catch up before we can get to where we need to be. 58 million damage there. So we'll go ahead, we'll take a quick look at our team and see who we're going to build. So looking at the teams that we're going to use here, we are going to use Brutus with Nakoruru. Brutus, as we know, huge mitigation tank. He does have the ability to go ahead and shield himself with last gasp. So it is an 8-second immunity, which can be further brought by his signature item with the heal as well as the in. With his furniture, you can actually increase his immunity for a significant amount of time. And then we also do have Nakoruru, which is an awesome finisher and a crowd control master with the stun effect lasting 3 seconds whenever a normal attack deals a critical hit. The rest of them we are going to run with Pharrell, Nara, and Damon. 3 of my favorite heroes. As you can see here, Nara with a plus 20. We have Pharrell at a plus 30 with some furniture. And then we also do have Damon, which will be the first team comp that we're going to use. Because remember, at this stage, we do need 3 team comps in total. Second one we're going to use is kind of a unique one that I have found very strong, which is running Rowan. So he is going to be support with Tassie. Running double support together really does utilize the crowd control aspect, coupled with, of course, the twins. So we have 3 supports here, a little bit makeup of a god tier team with Tassie thrown in there, Aziz. Then we are also running with Aziz as well to lock out. And the final one for this team composition is Saurus. Saurus on a super cycle with the twins, with Rowan, with Tassie, actually allows him to super heal the team, as you'll see as we're running through the campaign. Plus 30 signature item. He can keep the team up the entire time, which is absolutely amazing. That is our second team, and the third team is going to be comprised, of course, of Iran. Iran is a hero. We almost have it a plus 30 signature item. I cannot believe I haven't built him first, but he is the key to most any Wilder team that you're going to run. We're going to run Iran with my buddy Gorvo. Javid said run with Gorvo, so we will put Gorvo in there. Also with Leica. Iran doesn't do very well without Leica. They go kind of hand in hand. As you can see, her gear is almost maxed out. And of course, Sophia. So the Sophia combo, Sophia with Iran with Leica, very strong combination. And the final one for this formation, because we're not running Rowan, is of course going to be Talene. Talene is going to be our third part to complete our third team. Because again, we do have to run 3 teams. And here is the first team comp that we're running. Of course, we ran Arthur before. The Arthur-Gwen combination works really well, but I did a little mapping, a little bit of planning, so we're actually going to go with this Brutus team first, which is the Damon team comp. So Brutus, what we're looking for out of Brutus is survivability. As you can see, pops immunity very early there, which allows Damon to scale. If you're running the Damon team comp with Nakoruru, you can use Nakoruru. You can use Ezio, works really well. As you can see there, 25 million damage from Nakoruru very quickly. So here we do have the lockout team. We are going to swap this to Rowan, Tassie, and of course, Saurus. Look at the healing that Saurus does. It is absolutely crazy, especially when he gets the Twins haste. Boom, with 4 support heroes here. Saurus just burns through everybody. Just one by one by one. Saurus just absolutely runs them straight over. Looking at his damage here, 60 million damage from Saurus. He's only at 3 stars. Don't have his furniture at that point. The final team, we're going again with Talene, Leica, Gorvo, Sophia, and Iran. Iran is really the key for this team. Pulls everybody into Sophia's Spectral Disruption, allowing us to absolutely destroy this team. Now, one thing is we are very, very over leveled. I have not done a campaign push on the main account in a significant amount of time. Some viewers were wondering where the main account is. We are still in 32. We've been in 32 for a while. So over the next week or two, we're going to push through 32, hopefully 33, possibly get into 34 with the multiple teams. Based on level is what I'm hoping. So the deficiency here is pretty close right now, but again, over this entire week with progression we're going to make in the campaign, it's going to make a big, big difference with the movement we're going to do here. So again, relying on Talene here, 42 million, 85 million healing from Talene. That's right, 85 million healing there. And you'll also see during this is as we continue through the progression, as we continue through the stages, the enemies that we fight just continue to get harder and harder. Even though Lilith did make some adjustments to the campaign stages and the difficulty, which I really find on the third team. The first and second team seem relatively close. When it comes to the third team, when we fight 3 teams, third team's a little bit earlier, 63 million, 55 million healing there, even 33 million healing from Rowan as we continue to carry the God tier comp, which absolutely amazing. Again, this is the reason that players say to build this comp. With the Super Psycho, you can actually lock out everybody. Talene heals nonstop, does damage nonstop, even the immunity shield because of the damage mitigation Aziz is bringing. Brutus cannot do anything but sit there and just get tanked. 41, 57 million damage healing there. So we have Verk, we have Sophia on this one, and we also have Kaisos. As you can see, the third stage there is all Mythic Plus, which is a little bit of the reduction they did. So here, again, relying on the Iran Gorvo. So Iran pulled everybody in. Gorvo stunned everybody, allowing Iran just to destroy that entire team. 43 million damage, still 22 million there from Sophia. This one, again, the Daemon team comp, we're going to pull over Verk because we want to stay out of the enemy side because Verk pops his traps up. If Nara grabs Verk, just like a lot of heroes, no traps are dropped, which is absolutely amazing. Increasing Nara's utility a ton because he doesn't get traps up. Just like Sophia, she doesn't get a Spectral Disruption. If you have Nara to actually pull them out, build Nara, one of the heroes with the highest utility in the campaign stages themselves. Saurus, again, on this one, just absolutely destroys with the speed, the haste, and the healing that he brings. So another 3 stages down, which brings us halfway through this chapter 32-40. Sticking again with the lockout team here. Talene, very, very hard to kill. And remember, if Talene does die, she comes right back. So relatively difficult to beat this team as long as they can scale just a little bit. The first kind of 15 seconds are crucial. If you lose 1 or 2 heroes within the first couple seconds, the team kind of crumbles. But as long as you can keep Talene up, 60 million, 71 million, and you can keep Rowan up, relatively easy to get through, again, these campaign stages, knowing that we're significantly over-leveled at this point. But it does make it look very, very easy with this team. Regardless of the deficiency, that the lockout team just brings a very, very unique synergy with the combination of heroes, allowing Talene just to destroy teams by herself. Remember, a lot of people think Talene is a ranger. She is not. Talene is actually a support hero, as we've seen before, which is an interesting combination. Ever since her release, she has been the strongest hero in the game. with furniture, with signature item, even remains the strongest hero that we have seen to date in AFK Arena. 70 million damage there she put up. 32-44 bring us to another 3-stage battle. Going to stick with the same team, so we're going to stick with Iran here with Gorvo Leica. Pulled in the whole team minus Sylvana right on the top. So we got him 4 of the 5 targets right off the bat, which is absolutely amazing. 75 million damage from Iran, which is, again, the reason why I recommend building Iran first. This one, again, Nakaruru can just absolutely lock heroes down, lock them down so quick. She does a lot of damage. Looking here, 14 million, 30 million from Pharrell, 56 from Damon, which is the primary carry here. Brutus is here for the shield. He is here for the immunity. Javid has always said, use Brutus. Brutus is an absolute monster. Increasing his shield from 8 seconds with the signature item, you can get 10 seconds. With furniture, I believe you can get 12 to 14 seconds, which is a very, very long immunity in AFK Arena. As long as there's not actually like a Nara or a hero that can break through his shield, very, very difficult to kill Brutus, as we've seen. So continuing here, the twins move up front to tank. We get the Mesmerize on all of the enemy team, really reliant on them just killing themselves, which is very powerful. Because Mahira, if you look, it's every couple seconds she is casting that Mesmerize ability, which I believe she got it off 3 times in 21 seconds there. 20 million, 21 million from Aziz, still doing a ton of damage with Talene, of course. Even here, the twins get pulled right over from Nara. But if you see in there, Aziz actually used Feeble Mind on Nara. Nara moved right to the middle of the battlefield, putting all of these heroes together, making it very, very easy for Talene to just burn everybody down from where they're at. So looking here, 63 million damage, again relying on Talene's damage to carry it out. So one more stage, and then we're going into the 3-stage battles. Everybody's locked out for their ultimate abilities. There's the big Mesmerize. Hendrik goes straight to the back row to fight off Rain. And by the time the Mesmerize is over, Mahira puts another one up. Wow. Absolutely love the lockout team. If you don't have Mahira, Tassie will work in place. Not quite as strong with the Mesmerize, but this one we have Rowan, we have Sylvana, and we have the final battle is Rowan again. So it looks like a lot of support in this final battle. But Iran makes such quick work of it, especially with Leica. The burst team is so strong. And Gorvo with the stuns. Very, very quickly on that one. 45 million, almost 41 million there from Leica. Putting up a lot of damage. Nakaruru, Aziz combination, very, very tough. Watch Nakaruru in the front. Boom, got a stun there. Knocking Aziz down, just destroying Aziz by himself. Nakaruru just destroys Aziz. Does the same to Thorin, does a lot of frontline tanks. 49 million, even 25 million there from Nakaruru. A lot of the frontline tanks, she can completely just lock down. Also here, once Saurus starts getting stronger and starts getting those buffs up, Tassie kind of keeps the buffs on him just because of the slumber ability. So once he gets his 5 stacks, Tassie going around and doing the slumber ability can actually keep his 5 stacks up because there's no one to stun him, there's no one to interrupt him, essentially allowing him to just do a ton of damage and a ton of healing, which is really strong synergy. I would have not thought using Brutus with Nakaruru in the Damon team comp would work very well. A lot of people do replace Nakaruru with Ezio, essentially. Brutus with Talene, a couple other heroes I've seen. Also with the Twins and Saurus combo, very, very strong. We know we use it for boss comps, but here it works surprisingly well in the campaign. And also using Iran and Gorvo, we've started using that on the Wilder account. Very, very strong combination because Gorvo will actually stun all of the heroes the moment that Iran brings them to the middle, allowing Iran to not only do a lot of damage, but also increase his survivability. which I believe we're almost to another 3-boss stage. We have one more with the lockout team, and then we will be right back to another 3-boss stage. But look at just the mesmerize ability. So Leica actually attacks, if you look right there, Leica is attacking Nemitsu, giving us the defense reduction. So actually using Leica's abilities against her own team to allow us to kill them faster, which is what makes Mahira such a absolutely amazing hero. 74 million damage there from Talene. And we're starting to see the little gap. But here we have Athalia, we have Iran, and we have Namora in this team comp. Starting to see a little bit of a level gap in here. We're about 60 levels, maybe a little bit closer. Again, I know we are over leveled for this. It has been probably a couple weeks. I think it's been maybe a month, if not, since we've ran the main account. A lot of people were asking about it recently, so I figured, hey, let's go ahead and see how far we can progress. So over the next couple days, we will do a lot with the main account and continue to make progression. This might be our first loose, but Nara gets the kill on Athalia. Very nice. 35 million, 41 million from Nara. Topping the damage on that one with the executability. Here we have Saurus. Again, with this combination, if the twins can haste Saurus, we need a sleep here from Tassie. Boom, there it is. Once they hit the slumber, Saurus can just burn through targets super, super fast. Not only does he heal, but he does a lot of damage. Rowan keeps them locked down as well. We lost Saurus on this one relatively early, but I think Aziz and Rowan are going to lock this down. we have four support heroes winning this one for us. Very, very interesting on that one with Saurus being down. All right, guys, a couple more stages in 32 will be done, and we'll be into 33. I'm really hoping the last stage is not going to be super difficult and we can actually make some progression in here. There's the Mesmerize again. Got all of the ground burning in the bottom with Aziz. Aziz is another hero we need to completely max out. Still need more furniture on this account. Need a lot more signature items as well as gear. Specific faction gear for a lot of the heroes that we have here. So 32-54 dealing with a full Mauler team here. But there is the Aziz, there's the stun. Boom, the Mesmerize allows Sophia to kill her own team with scatterbolts, while giving Talene the ability to just destroy the team. K-Sauce in the bottom with the Mesmerize, attacking the immune Brutus at this point. And Golas, very, very tough to kill. Remember, the lower the hit points Golas gets, the stronger he gets, the more defense he gets, making him hard, especially with Nara's Execute, to actually kill. But the Lockout team is not about the burst damage. It is a lot more about the continuous damage. So actually providing the damage through the entire fight. If you see in comparison to the Iran team comps, we're not killing the team comp in 10-15 seconds. We're usually going 30 seconds, 45 seconds with this team to get the entire team down because it's not burst. Even there, 36 seconds to take down that stage. 85 million damage from Talene. Bring us to 32-56. Almost done with this. All right, so Iran with the big pull. Boom, we got 4 of the 5 heroes. Nemitsu in the bottom by himself. Just getting totally smashed down there by Gorbo with the sun. Well, Leica just lit up Nemitsu in the bottom. 67 million from Sophia. Sophia needs a max out signature item. Iran needs a max out signature item. A lot of the priority heroes we have to max out on here. Nara grabs Sophia in this one, making sure the Spectral Disruption's not coming up. Antandra's very tough to kill. I know Lilith has been talking about doing a rework for her. If she scales, if she gets herself healed up, very, very hard to kill. Damon did 66.6 million there. Bring us to our final stage here. Again, running with the Saurus team comp. There's the stuns. There's the haste. And the sleep allows Saurus to build all of his stacks up. Right now, it looks like he's only got 1. Because remember, the one we cannot CC, which is Warwick. Warwick, very, very hard to kill because of the with the CC teams. He does a lot of damage, and we can't crowd control overall dealing with Warwick. 3 more stages here. We are on 23-57. So we went through close to 40 stages here, or 30, I think 30 stages at this point. Again, there's the Mesmerize for the entire enemy team as Talene just kind of zips back and forth, healing and just doing massive damage to these teams. While Aziz, the twins, and Rowan just hold off the enemies in the bottom. 63 million damage from Talene on that one. Build the twins, build Talene, build Rowan, Aziz. Aziz is the priority out of the Challenger store. Twins are the priority out of the Stargazer. Build the twins first. I would highly recommend it because you will use them for a lot of aspects in the campaign. Use them for a lot of the events, the Twisted Realm bosses. You'll also use them in the guild bosses. Their utility is pretty much unmatched by any hero as far as their utility. Absolutely crazy having the twins. Even the Abyssal Expedition, build the twins. You need them to really maximize your damage. Even at lower levels, the twins will still be very, very effective. Here we're dealing with Thorin again, but we do got Talene up, just destroying the heroes right in the top. Thorin, of course, you do have to kill twice, if not even longer, if he has his furniture completely maxed out and his signature item maxed out. But we got him down relatively early in that one. Bringing us to our final stage, 3260. We have Athalia on this one, which, again, we're gonna go with the Brutus team on this one. Brutus is a really, really strong counter for Athalia because Athalia cannot one-shot him. So again, the immunity that Brutus brings shows his utility, makes him very strong because Athalia can't kill him. Nara can't kill him unless she gets to ult. But overall, the immunity, very, very strong, as you've seen there. So here we do have Saurus versus Nara. I know Nara is going to pull him in, but I'm thinking our CC is going to win. There is the sleep, which is good. We have Saurus up, fully maxed out now. Boom, he's got his 5 buffs burning right through the enemies, which brings us to our final stage. Can't wait to get into 33 and continue this progression. So here is our final stage, which of course is the Eironn, which is going to be interesting with Kelthar. Boom, pulled them all in. Kelthar went right behind Eironn. Very, very simple stage, guys. So that will do it for Chapter 32. Thank you for joining me today. Chapter 32 is completely done. I know I was over-leveled for it. Moving into Chapter 32 is done, so 33 will move right into for tomorrow's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Into 33, let's see our progression there. And as always, thank you guys for watching.